Hi everyone, JP here, and welcome to another tutorial in our series on how to build an online course and an LMS, Learning Management System, with LifterLMS. In this video, 4 things that we are going to do. I'm going to show you all about the Course Catalogue. Many of these things, if you don't know what it is, you'll soon find out. So we're going to look at the Course Catalogue, and then I'm going to show you how to set it up, make changes to it, so that when people come to your site, they can easily access all your courses. And then we're going to add that to a menu. After that, we're going to create more courses because currently we only have one course. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a concept that I call a lesson template, how you can set up a lesson template, a layout, and then duplicate it in the future so you don't have to design and create lessons again and again and again. Before we jump into our tutorial then for today, this builds up on our 25 steps setting up LifterLMS. And if you haven't watched that, make sure to do it so here in our YouTube channel. You can also go over to the website at Websites for Beginners, click on Tutorials, and here you will see LifterLMS. This will take you to our LifterLMS page, and here you will have all the tutorials laid out for you in a nice order. So you can just follow here from the top, and as new videos come, they will be added to the bottom. Nice, one place to get it all. Let's get cracking. In the original tutorial, I had used a life coach and we had built out a site for that. I had used my local host, and then as I was preparing more tutorials, I realized it's going to give us a slight problem because a lot of what you do with the LMS is that you send out emails. And the problem with local servers is that is a little bit of a problem to show you exactly how to do that. So I decided to rather go online, and therefore I've created a new site, but everything that we've done in the first 25 steps, they have been done here. So nothing special. Let's go to the back end and I'll just quickly show you what we've got. We've got LifterLMS installed here. You can see we've got all the settings. Under this, we have worked with courses, and then in the future to come, memberships, engagements, and orders. Within courses, we have created our first course. In this course, if I click here, this one is called Find a New You. This is the course that this lady Heather Scott has created, and she's put it online for free. To click on it, it takes you into the course, and this is the course page. This is the page that people will see when they arrive at your site. So here is everything. We've got course information about the trainer, and we've got a little bit more about the course. All of this we had done with the LifterLMS blocks over here, and I had installed the ultimate add-ons blocks for Gutenberg, and I've used these guys to build out some of the other content, giving myself a nice looking page. On this site, we had set categories, we have difficulties, and over in the course information, we have also added the time. Apart from this, under our document, we had also included a featured image. So if somebody were to access this page and come to this course, this is how it will look. Let's go and preview it on the front end. Here's my course. Tells me it's a life skill category. Here's Heather, the author. A little bit of her. And then here we have the sign up. We have the course layout. More about the course, and again, how to enroll with our review section at the bottom. And here on the right, we have a sidebar, again, a little bit about Heather, and the course outline over here. This is exactly everything we've done up to now. Right, so nothing new. Make sure you check the 25 steps video first before you do this one, unless you know what's going on, then you can just dive right in. I want to take you back to step 3, where we had installed LifterLMS, and we had gone through the wizard. Do you remember in the wizard, I told you don't skip this stage because there are pages that need to be created. Let's go and have a look at the pages that were created by LifterLMS. In WordPress, click here on Pages, and as we go in here, you're going to see the pages that we use for our page. You see here About, Blog, Contact, and then the Home page. But then these four, the Course Catalog, LifterLMS Course Catalog, and then Dashboard, Membership Catalog, and Purchase. In the previous tutorial, you have seen the dashboard. We won't talk about the dashboard today, but we'll talk about the Course Catalog page. Now, this page is created by LifterLMS, and it's a template page. That means that you cannot really add content to this page. LifterLMS automatically creates this page for you. A Course Catalog page is a page that is a catalog for all your courses. Now, how many courses do we currently have? One, right? So if I were to view this page, how many courses do you expect to see? Well, one. And you can simply do that by going to one of these quick links down here and click on View. And we're going to see that one course that Heather has created, Find a New You. This is an ideal page if you have many courses on your site and you want people to be able to see all the courses so that they can decide which ones they want to sign up for. And of course, you want to promote your courses, right? Currently, we only have this one here. You can see it looks a little bit squashed. So what can we do to make this page look a little bit better? The first thing I will do is I will remove the sidebar. And because I'm using Astra, I have control over that. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go to my theme customizer, go up here to the WordPress toolbar and click on Customize. In the sidebar on the left, look for Sidebar, and then here where you see LifterLMS. We want the right sidebar for our courses and lesson pages. But for the other archive pages, like this one, our Course Catalog page, I don't want it. So you go here to LifterLMS and I say no sidebar. And now it will remove it and it will give us a little bit more real estate. So you see it looks much better now. It doesn't look that squashed. The image is a little bit wider and our text fits in very, very nicely. And now when people come to our Course Catalog page, this is the first page they will find. Let's publish this one just to save it and then we exit. Here's our catalog page and like normal, if you click on this one now, it will take you into that course. Great, so this is the ideal way for people to access your courses. Go to the back end and then go to Lifter, Settings, and that's LifterLMS. We want to make and have a look at that Course Catalog page a little bit. So over here in the settings, look up here at Courses, select that, and it's going to give you all the settings for Course Catalog over here. The Course Catalog settings. The first one is basically the page ID. So if I click here on View, it's going to give us that page we had just looked at. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to open it. Let me close this one because I want to keep it open for you. This option, courses per page, is how many will be displayed on a page. Currently, it says 9. Well, that is the maximum it will display. We only have 1, so this is irrelevant for us. Look here, to show all courses on one page, enter -1. So if you want to make sure nobody misses any course on your page, make sure that you enter -1. Catalog sorting, this is important once we get to many courses. Currently it's set to order, and then you also have title from A to Z and Z to A and most recent. So remember these settings because we're going to create a few dummy courses very soon, and then we'll come back to the sorting area so that you can see exactly how the ordering can work. Let's just say save changes. And next, to make sure that people can actually find our course catalog, let's go and add it to our menu. If you look here on the front, if people come to my site for Heather Scott and they want to know more about courses, they don't even have a cooking clue that there are courses that Heather is currently giving away online or that she has posted online. You need to add that a little somewhere, right? So we're going to add it up here and we're going to bring in courses. Go to the back end, and for that we go to our menu. In the navigation sidebar, Appearance, Menus, and we need to activate the LifterLMS pages and options here for our bars here on the left. If you don't see it, go up here to where it says Screen Options, select, And here on the left, LifterLMS, select that, and we get all the options down here. I'll close that, and let's see what's under LifterLMS. Dashboard, my courses, my grades. I don't see Course Catalog here. And why is that? I kind of sent you on a wild goose chase because remember, this is a page. So if you had noticed under pages, Course Catalog is over there. It's a little bit tricky because you would think it's under LifterLMS, and I've made this mistake so many times and then it's staring me right in the eyes. Remember, this is a page. It's created there in pages, so it will appear under pages. Click here on Course Catalog, add it to the menu, and let's put it between about and block to give it a little bit prominence. Click on Save Menu. Then we go to the front. Let's refresh this page, and there is Course Catalog. Click on that, and that's going to give us that Course Catalog that we had seen. One course, no sidebar. Of course, you can change that if you don't want it to say Course Catalog. Let's go back to the menu. Click here, and then here where it says Navigation Label, I'm going to type in Current Courses. Right, and let's save that. And then let's go back to Home so it can refresh, and you see Current Courses. Click on that, and now you've set up a Course Catalog. Brilliant, great stuff. Now you can put all your courses there, and people can find it very easily. That brings us to the next step. Let's make a few more courses. And here I want to tell you the secret behind website making, and that is think smart, don't think hard. When you have created a course like this one, find a new you. You probably have done a lot of work. You've set it up in a certain style. You've set up your lessons and everything, and it looks pretty good, right? So why on earth, when you are going to create a new course, start everything from the beginning? Wouldn't it be great to have it ready and you can just use it again? And of course, yes, you can. Let's close this one so we just work with one tab open. Let's go to our courses here and click on courses because we've got this one course at this moment. Find a new you. When you hover over it here, you'll see in the quick links there are a number of familiar ones like edit, quick edit, trash, and view. And then there is clone. The smart guys over at LifterLMS were kind enough to give us this clone feature so that we don't need to go and find a plugin to install it. We can simply click here on clone, and it's going to take this course and clone it for us. That means we don't need to go and set it up all the way from scratch. Let's do that. Let's create a second course. So I'm going to click on clone. Now you have an option because you have two twins here. Well, twins are two, so you have twins here, right? Identical twins. The clue to which one is the new one is over here on the date. Published 3 seconds ago, and this one published 12 hours ago. As a matter of fact, it doesn't really matter which one you choose, but I would go with this one because this is the one that you probably want to work on. So the last one 3 seconds ago, and I'll click on it and we go into it. We're only going to make a few changes here and there because I'm not going to change too much about the content. So this one I'm going to find, what is this? It's called motivational speaking. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself because no one else will. Stand up for yourself. Let's change our featured image first so we can distinguish between the two. Let me drag that one there and drop it there. Good, so we've got that. And what is important to understand that you need to go and make changes to all your things like difficulty, your time, all of those kind of things. So what I'll do, I'll go to my course information first. 1 hour, then go back to the document under difficulties. Where is the categories. Okay, so let's say this one is work. I'll change that. And then for difficulty, this one is going to be intermediate. Let me see if it finds intermediate. And then the rest, right. So for now, all of this rest, I'm not going to change it now. I just want to have something different for us to see on the front end. I'm not going to change the content. I'm not going to change this. I just changed those things that will display different on the front end. Naturally, you are going to make changes to the content changes. You're going to go to the course builder. You're going to set up a new course. But let's update it just to see how this will currently look on the front end. So I'm going to open a new one. I hold Control on my keyboard and click up here on the top left name. And then this one, let's click here on current courses. And now we have our 2 courses. Now you're starting to feel very good about your site. This is starting to look like a true LMS, right? Learning management system. Now I've got more than 1 course. What I'll do is I'll just backdate this one a little bit so they are not so close to each other. So I'll come back here and under status and visibility, I'll go to publish and I'll put it, let's say a month ago. I'm going to put it in April. Update. Good. And now when we go to our courses here in the front or in the back, depends on how you look at it, you're going to see you've got 2 now here, right? So published, this one is now here, stand up for yourself. It's been moved to April over here. Let's add a few more so that we have something to work with and we can get used to it. So I'll go to stand up for yourself. I'll clone that one. We've got 2. I'll select this one. Let's change a few things here. This one I'll call 29, 2020 with a bang. And then we'll make the same changes. Let me first change the featured image. Okay, there we go. And then for our time, let's course information over here. This one I'll drop it at 5 hours and 30 minutes. And then we also can go to our categories. This is going to be, let's say, life skills and personal relations. We'll leave it at intermediate. Let's update that. Courses. And I'm going to add 2 more. So not to bore you into the ground. Let's speed it up. Right, so I've created 5 courses here. Let's first go here to LifterLMS, courses, and have a look at these 5 courses I've created. I've created them all by just cloning. Do remember that if you were to sign up for all 5 of them, you're going to find exactly the same content because we haven't made any changes to the content. But we'll talk about that before we exit this video, how you can also do that very easily. I just changed the published dates here so that we can have a little bit of chronological order. If we go to our front end now, let's just click here on Heather Scott to go to the home page and imagine ourselves being a person coming to Heather Scott's site for motivation. And we click up here on her current courses. We should call this online courses instead. This is what you're going to see. This is what you expect from a course catalog. That's great. So you have them here. And now let's talk about how we can sort them. And that is the ordering that we had talked about earlier. So I'm going to leave them like so. Then we go back to the back end and then to LifterLMS settings, courses. And currently they are in order. Let's forget this one first. Let's go from A to Z. Save the changes. And now they're A to Z. Let's refresh them. And now we've got them, numbers first, B, F, and then S. Let's throw them on most recent. So that's going to be the course that we had started with, I think. No, it's going to be one of the others. So this is going to be published. So this is the first one, the second one, and this goes back to the oldest, which I think I put somewhere in 2019. But the one that you may be more interested in is the one that it started with, which is order low to high. Low being a number 1, and then high being a number higher than 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that kind of order. What this means is that you can give your courses a number, an order, and they will then follow that order. So let's say save changes. And where can you do it? There are many places you can do it, but we're going to do it now under courses, where we have our courses. And then, as always, as you hover over these, you're going to see a quick edit, quick link here. And if you click on that, it's going to open this area for you. We are interested in this area up here, order. So what is important is that the course you want to appear first must get the lowest order. It doesn't have to be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, but the one that appears first must be the lowest order. We will use 1 because I think that's just so logic. So what we'll do is this one, find a new U. We want this one to be 1. So I'm going to click on quick edit here and I'm going to make that a 1 and then update. Then let's go to Be the Dragon at Work because this is a power course. This is one of our more stronger courses. We also want this in the top. So I'm going to say quick edit and I'll put Be the Dragon at Work at 2. Now just remember the others are 0, which means they are lower. So if you don't give them a number, they will appear first. So say goodbye to a tough year. This is the course we want really to appear at the end because a tough year 2019 is over and don't call that tough. Let's go first to Stand Up for Yourself, quick edit, and I'll give this an order 3. And these are general courses. That's why I make them appear first, because 2020 with a Bang is a very specific course, right? And already 2020 is over, and I'm pretty sure when Heather made this course, she had no idea what the year will bring. So we want these guys that are not that relevant to be at the end. Quick edit, and I'm going to give it a 7. Why? Because maybe I want to bring in a new course in the future, give it a 5 or a 6, then I have some space to play with. You can give it a much higher number. This is what I'll do. And then this one, saying goodbye to a tough year. Let's go to quick edit. This is totally not relevant anymore, but I want that there. I'm going to give this a crazy high number, like 100. Update. So we expect this one, saying goodbye, and 2020 to be the last 2 over here. Let's see if our ordering system had worked. And there we go. So Find a New You is our latest one that we want to promote. Remember, Be the Dragon at Work. This was our power course. We want it here at the top. And then these 2 that we think they are not that relevant anymore, they appear here at the end. And this is all done by going to LifterLMS, Settings, Courses, and we set the catalog sorting to order low to high. If you prefer most recent, do that, but order low to high gives you far more control. To set the orders, we went to Courses, displayed all the courses, and then we selected Quick Edit, and we set the order here. You update it after you've done it here. On the other hand, let's go to one of the new ones, Be the Dragon. And I mean new, we created it just now. Click on it to enter the course page. The ordering can also be done within this page. So you just go to the settings on the right. I'll collapse these so we have a little bit more space. And then you will see over here, Post Attributes. And here is the order. And you can see currently it's set to 2. That is where we had set it in the quick edit, but you can also change it over here. That's it. Great bananas. We've looked at the course catalog. We've set up the course catalog. We added it to the menu and we sorted our courses. That's a great way of displaying your courses to people. We've also seen how you can clone the course. But now I'm in one of those courses that we have cloned. So the thing that I mentioned to you at the very beginning is you will have to come in here and where you see this kind of text, which is text for the specific course, you will have to make changes to this course here. But let's talk quickly about lessons and how you can duplicate lessons. So here in my document, I go to Launch Course Builder and we look at the lessons that we currently have here. To see them all, go to Expand All. We've got 2 under section 1, 3 under 2, and 1 under 3. These are the lessons that I've got. If I go to this one over here, lesson 1, and this is a video lesson. So let's click here on View this lesson just to see what I've done with this lesson. I've got a video over here that I've entered in the settings. Then I've got some information. I've got an image of Heather, and then of course this mark complete and move forward. Here is the question. Let's say my entire course, every lesson will follow this exact template. It will have a video at the top, then it will have text, and then I will include this photo of Heather under each one with mark complete, because the reason I'm putting Heather's photo is there is to build up some kind of report. So instead of reinventing the wheel every time, how can we duplicate this and use it as a template? So we'll do two things here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this one. Instead of designing those pages every time, we're just going to go to this lesson, this video lesson, and duplicate it. And to create a new lesson from an existing lesson, you will see it over here on the right, existing lesson. So click on that and it's going to say search for existing lessons. And then I'm going to just say there what has happened. That is the name of that lesson you see over here. And there it gives it to me, what has happened. I'm going to click on that and it adds it here at the bottom. Okay, so just remember, if you want to drag it up there, you drag it now to here, and then you change this now to duplicated lesson. Give it a different name. What do you expect to see when you click here on view lesson? You expect to see exactly the same. And you can see the difference between these two. At this moment, only the titles are different, but the content 100% the same. That makes it great. So you can do this for all of them, go through them. You can just duplicate those existing lessons, and then you don't have to build those lessons out again and again with the same template. You have that. Let's close all of this. And before we say adieu, let's go to the back to our WordPress admin, and we go to courses and click on lessons. Here you're going to find all the lessons, and you will see for each of the courses, these guys all have the same names because we cloned them. So they have the same name. They strictly not the same lesson because they are in different courses. You can filter it up here. So you can find a specific course like this one, 2020 with a bang, filter it, and then it will only give you the lessons for 2020 with a bang. You can see the lessons up here. Same if we go to any of the others. Let's have a look here. Find a new U. This is the one that we started with originally. Okay. All of this. And then if we go to the dragon one, be the dragon at work, remember that we should have the one that is the duplicate lesson over here. That will be different. There we have it, duplicate lesson down here. And we've added that so it has an extra lesson plus that duplicated lesson. What if you had made this lesson, you have duplicated it, but you don't want it to appear within the course yet because you haven't finished it yet. Your course is live, but you haven't finished it yet. A few things you can do. All the same result. Click here on Quick Edit, and under Status, you simply go to Draft and say Update. Now when we go to the front, I'll click, hold Control and click. Current courses. We select Be the Dragon at Work. If you look here, you will see that the duplicated lesson does not appear here. Let's go back to duplicated lesson, quick edit, say published, update. Let's refresh here. And there is the duplicated lesson. That is a simple way to make these lessons appear or not appear. On the other hand, you can also do that within the builder. And let's access the builder from a different area. Go to Courses, Courses, look for Be the Dragon at Work. And then over here, you see the option to enter the builder directly. Select Builder, and now we enter the builder directly. Expand all. Let's go to Duplicated Lesson. Click on Settings. And you will see the same option of Published or Unpublished appears up here, that little green toggle. Let's toggle it off. And then you just need to make sure that it is saved. So I'm going to click here on saved at the bottom, save changes. And same thing, if we go to the front now, refresh this page. Duplicated lesson is gone. If we bring it back, published, save our work, saving changes, and it should come back. Ta-da! Duplicated lesson makes its appearance again. That brings us to the end of this tutorial on the course catalog, how you can clone your courses and how you can duplicate lessons. Now it becomes more and more easier for visitors to your site to access the courses that you have in one space, which is your course catalog. From here, they can easily select, and for you, you have much less work to do because you've learned how to clone one. You've learned how to make changes to it, and even if you have a lesson that you want to use as a template for the future, how to duplicate that lesson. And then in case that duplicated lesson isn't ready yet to go online, you can unpublish it by the quick link or going into the builder and simply select the publish and detoggle that. This is JP. See you in the next video.